Okay, so the three cleaning things we're going to use is standard window cleaner, Goo Gone. We're going to use standard paper towels, not the brown kind. And we're going to use this specific scraper. There are other scrapers around. Don't use them. This is the one that is least likely to scratch the computers because it's slightly flexible and it doesn't have quite the edge on it that some of them do. So that's what we use when we're doing them. So our objective here when we clean PCs is to end up with a completely clean PC that looks as new as possible. When we work on these, we're going to not only clean them for dirt, we're going to clean off all the stickers that we can as we're going through doing these. So we got to make sure that we do a decent job on there. This one has a lot of dirt on it, but we can clean that most of that off. Of the stickers that are on here, we want to leave some of them, but take off some of them. So the ones that we're going to keep is the Dell inventory stickers that are there on the front. That sticker is perfectly fine to leave on there. The Windows license sticker we're going to leave on there, but we're going to take off all the other stickers and sticker residue that's left on a computer. On most of them, they have this large inventory sticker, and those we obviously need to get rid of. And any other blemishes or stickers, that's actually the bottom, and maybe little stickers that are on there. We leave the ones that say Windows and i5 or i3 or i7, but we want to clean the rest of the PC off and get rid of the rest of the stickers that are on there. On the full-sized ones, again, we're going to leave the Windows and the Dell stickers on there, but we're going to remove the inventory sticker from the other base, and it usually comes off actually quite easily to get those off, and we'll take that off of the full-size desktop in here in just a minute. So as we look at this one also, there in many cases there's stickers on the front. We're not going to spray and get wet into these stickers in the front while it's on the PC. We're going to take those off, and I'm going to show you how to take those off here in just a minute to get those off as well. So as we start with these, we're just going to spray them. We're going to wipe them down and get off all the dirt and stuff that are on these PCs. And then as we're getting them clean, we're looking for those things, the sticky gooey mess from maybe previous stickers that someone else has removed. Um, if there's none on there and it cleans up, that's great. We love to have that happen, but that doesn't happen very often. So when we get done, we're going to have a few of the stickers left on here that we need to get rid of. So to get rid of these, usually what we just have to do is get a little of the cleaning solution on there. We rub it around with our hand to let those soak. And usually I'm going to do many computers at one time. So I'm going to set it aside. I'm going to go to the next one so it gets to soak for a while. Obviously, for sake of this video, we're not going to do that. But I'm going to do it now just so you kind of get an idea there. If we go at a low angle, we're not going to scratch the case. So we don't want to have it really high up or almost perpendicular to the case so that we just are rubbing against those stickers, not against the case itself. And once we get that done, we can just wipe all that off and clean the rest of the PC, and it comes off very nicely. Now the front stickers we can't just spray in there because that goes into the case, so we're going to have to remove the front face to do that. So to remove the front face, we first take off the top. There's a little hinge that we just pull on. It just lifts right up, and it goes back in the exact same way that it lifted up. And then there's these three tabs on the front that we just lift up, and it just flips right down and comes right off. So we're going to remove that so that we can spray on there quite readily if we need to, and make sure that we're not getting stuff into the PC itself as we're cleaning that. And obviously I had no sound at all during the entire video on this one, so now I'm doing a voiceover using OBS Studio if you wonder what I'm doing over here. Like, I must have been muted because the second video it's not muted, but I hit F10 to take away that wait screen, and then all of a sudden the audio worked on the second one. So I don't know what happened. I also realized I can name the audio sources on here so I know which one's active, as opposed to mic 1, mic 2. Just very annoying. right now I'm waiting for the wait screen to go away so that I can do the next part of audio. Because I kept getting interrupted. So the video is like 22 minutes long because I got phone calls. They walked in on me. It was like a million different things happening.
This morning,
Yeah.
I was on 75 for 45 minutes.
Oh, that's fun. And I installed Power Director. Oh, okay. So back to what we were doing here. As with all the stickers, oh, I wanted to point out these have USB covers over the front, just covering up the USBs. When we they can only be taken off with the, or they can most easily be taken off with the front cover off. So while you have the front cover off, take off the USB covers because obviously we want the students and staff to be able to get to the USB on these. So it's just an easier way to do it. And if you see any other sticky mess like on this front audio port, I'm going to get that off so it doesn't get shoved down into um, the headphone jack when a student uses it. So make sure you take those off. Now, as with any other stickers, if you try to do it slowly, you might very likely get them off. And this is a good one that if I go really, really slow, I can probably get the whole sticker off in one piece and not have to do a lot of cleaning afterwards. So I'm doing that, messed it up just a little bit. But if I come from the other angle, usually I can come around the where it starts to fray or come apart, and I got the whole sticker off. Now there's still some sticker on there from a previous sticker that I didn't just remove, and I want to get that off so I can use, because it's not on the PC, I can easily spray on there, do the same thing I did before, let it sit on there for a little while, and then come at it at a really low angle so don't scratch it. And these are really easy to scratch because these are plastic fronts as opposed to the rest of the case that are metal. So I really want to make sure I'm not putting hardly any pressure on there. I'm just getting that little bit of pressure that needs to get off that sticker, and then I clean the rest of the case, and then I'm going to put it back on. Now when I put this back on, there are 4 tabs at the bottom and 3 tabs at the top. It's easy if I make this hang out over the edge, or lift it up a little bit to get the 4 tabs in the bottom. And once I have those in there, it just rotates, comes up, and snaps right back on. And I can put the lid back on it, and I'm done with this particular PC.
But if I go from the other angle, oh, I got it.
Okay, so on a PC with the big sticker on it, same thing. If I go real slow, I can usually get the sticker off in one piece. Sometimes if these have sat for a really, really long time, I cannot. And in the case of this particular sticker, there's a sticker over top of another sticker. So in order to get it off, I'm going to slowly pull off this sticker and in the process reveal another sticker underneath that then I do have to take off. And I'll use the regular same method I did before, spraying on the cleaning solution to get that off. But this one's going to make me kind of do it in 2 steps. Okay, so after I get those off and clean this off, what I end up with is kind of a gooey mess. And that's what Goo Gone is for after the sticker's off. Goo Gone does nothing when you spray it on top of a sticker. It's for when after the sticker's gone to get rid of the adhesive that's left on there. The problem with Goo Gone is it makes a mess and it's got a bunch of oil on it. So when I use it, I put a very, very small amount where I'm going to use it. And I like the gel one, which is what this one is. I don't like the other spray one. And I use my finger and just spread it around on the area that I want to, or that has the adhesive on it. And I need to let it work for a little while. So this is a good time to set that PC aside, and that's why I work on multiple PCs at one time. When I'm cleaning, I hit that Goo Gone spot, I put on the Goo Gone, then I move to another PC, and when I'm done with that one, I come back to the one with Goo Gone and scrape off the Goo Gone. So on the full-size desktops, again, I want to clean the top and both sides and the back. This sticker, this inventory sticker, you can see comes off really, really easily if I pull it nice. But again, I'm leaving the Dell sticker and the Windows stickers on there. And I didn't show you, but the back can have stickers on it as well. We can't spray in the back of the PC if they put them over the air cleaning holes. You just have to do your best with the scraper and your fingers to try to get them off if they've covered up the exhaust holes on the back of a PC. And you can see I'm using the same paper towels sometimes, but as soon as it's worn out, get another one. You don't have to keep using the same one. I will say that I kind of save the old ones to clean off the Goo Gone, because as soon as you've wiped some with Goo Gone, you need to throw that paper towel away unless you're going to use it for more Goo Gone, because it just kind of spreads an oily mess everywhere when you're working with the Goo Gone. Okay, so we're going to remove the stickers that we need to, and then clean off the rest. And you can see this one's actually pretty good. When we see stuff like writing, and this is permanent marker that I'm trying to get off with isopropyl alcohol, many times alcohol will just wipe it right off. In this case, it's been on there too long and it's soaked into the black, so there's no way to get those numbers off the top of there. You need to be careful if you do use isopropyl alcohol, and then I'm just going to use it to clean the rest of it because it's a good cleaner, but it's also poisonous alcohol. So we want to make sure that we're careful with it if we do use it, and we use it very sparingly if we use it at all. But it didn't, you can see it didn't take off the number on this one. The rest of this PC is really clean, so it's pretty good the way it is right now. We're going to go ahead and go back to the Goo Gone now because it's been sitting in there long enough. So with Goo Gone, again, we're just going to use the scraper. If it did its job, it comes off really well, and you can see it kind of gooing up there on the end of my knife. So as I use Goo Gone, I'm kind of keep old paper towels to wipe it off, and then I'm going to throw it away right away. But then there's so much oil in it, I kind of use the paper towel to spread the oil out. To give it kind of an even look on the PC, because otherwise you have one real shiny spot on one part of the PC. And after I've kind of got off as much as I can, I'm going to go back to using the window cleaner to try to clean off any excess so it's not kind of all slippery and slimy there. So I'm going to clean it one more time after I've used Goo Gone to get off the adhesive, just to make sure that the PC is completely finished. After I've done that, we've got the outsides of the computer all cleaned. We've got all the ports cleaned off. We've checked the back. The bottom we don't really check, but after that, we're all good and done. And that's it for cleaning our PC.